The Great Harvest Heist. In the sunny Meadow of Munch, where wildflowers danced and berries grew as big as marbles, the animals were buzzing with excitement for the fall festival. It was the biggest party of the year, with piles of juicy apples, crunchy corn, and sweet pumpkins to share. But this year, trouble was brewing, and it wasn't just the cider. Antony the ant, the hardest worker in the meadow, was in charge of the harvest. He scurried from berry bush to cornstalk, counting every kernel. 112, 113. Ugh, this festival's gonna be a feast, he chirped, his tiny clipboard wobbling under his 6 legs. Meanwhile, Cricket Carl was strumming his wings by the river, practicing for the festival's big talent show. Zing, zang, zoom, I'm the coolest cricket in the roo, he sang, twirling his antenna like a rock star. Carl wasn't much for work. He preferred jokes and jams, but his tunes made everyone smile. One sunny afternoon, Antony zoomed past Carl, his face redder than a ladybug. "Carl, disaster! The harvest pile's gone!" he squeaked. Sure enough, the meadow's giant pile of food, stacked high in the old oak stump, was empty. Not a single apple or pumpkin remained. "Who'd steal our festival food?" Carl gasped, dropping his imaginary microphone. "This is worse than the time I forgot the words to my song." Antony adjusted his tiny glasses. "We got 3 days till the festival. We're finding that harvest, Carl, or I'm eating my clipboard." "Deal," Carl grinned. "But if we fail, I'm eating your clipboard. It's tastier." Antony rolled all 6 of his eyes. The clue hunt begins. The duo set off, following a trail of corn kernels leading to the shady thicket. "Suspicious," Antony muttered, sniffing a kernel. "This smells like mischief." Suddenly, a shadow loomed. "Boo!" cackled Raccoon Ralph, popping out from a bush. Ralph was the meadow's prankster, always swiping shiny things. "Lost your lunch, Antsy?" he teased. "It's Antony," the ant snapped. "Did you steal our harvest?" "Nope," Ralph giggled, juggling an acorn. "But I saw some sneaky squirrels hauling stuff toward the big barn last night. Looked like a food parade." "Squirrels, huh?" Carl strummed a dramatic note. "Sounds like a nutty crime. Get it? Nutty?" Antony groaned, but waved him on. At the big barn, they found Squirrel Sally and her crew sorting acorns. "Not us," Sally squeaked, her tail twitching. "We've got enough nuts for winter. But I heard rustling by the old mill. Bet it's those sneaky crows." "Crows?" Carl shivered. "Those guys give me the heebie-jeebies. They're all, 'Caw, caw, we're super cool.'" He flapped his wings, mimicking a crow, and fell into a pile of leaves. Antony sighed but couldn't help giggling. The suspenseful showdown at the old mill, the air felt spooky. Dark clouds rolled in, and a gust of wind rattled the creaky wheel. Sure enough, there was the harvest, piled high in a cart, guarded by 3 crows with shiny black feathers and shifty eyes. "Caught red-winged," Antony whispered, hiding behind a barrel. "That's Crow Cody and his crew. They're gonna steal our festival." "Not on my watch," Carl said, puffing out his tiny chest. "I've got a plan. Follow my lead, Clipboard King." Carl hopped onto the mill wheel and strummed his loudest tune yet. "Zing, zang, zow! You crows better scat right now." The crows squawked in surprise, flapping wildly. Antony seized the moment, rallying a squad of ants from the meadow. They swarmed the cart, tying vines around it to pull it back home. Cody the crow swooped down, cawing, "You pesky bugs, that food's ours." He dove at Carl, but the cricket leaped, landing on Cody's back. "Yee-haw! Ride 'em, Cricket!" Carl shouted, steering the crow into a haystack. The other crows, confused, crashed into each other, feathers flying. With the crows in a tizzy, Antony's ant army tugged the cart back to the meadow, cheering all the way. "We did it!" Antony panted, high-fiving Carl with one tiny leg. "You're not half bad, Music Bug." "Half bad? I'm all awesome!" Carl grinned, strumming a victory tune. "Now, who's ready to party?" The Fall Festival Fiesta. The Fall Festival was a smash hit. The meadow sparkled with firefly lights. and animals munched on apples and corn. Antony made sure every crumb was shared fairly, while Carl rocked the talent show, singing "Zing Zang Zoom, we saved the harvest with a boom!" Even Raccoon Ralph clapped, tossing an acorn on stage. "You two are nuts!" In a good way, he laughed. As the moon rose, Antony whispered to Carl, "Think the crows will try again next year?" "Nah," Carl winked. "They're too busy untangling their feathers." Besides, we're the unbeatable Ant and Cricket crew. And so the Meadow of Munch danced into the night, their bellies full, their hearts fuller, and their harvest safe, thanks to a tiny ant with a clipboard and a cricket with a song.